Well, the old saying about the three most important factors in real estate, location, 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 may also be true in the ongoing discussion about the use of drones. They are a fact of life and death on foreign soil, but what about here at home? Here's Chief Intelligence Correspondent Catherine Herridge.
When most Americans think of drones, they think of the Obama administration's targeted killing of al-Qaeda operatives overseas, including the American-born cleric Anwar al-Awlaki, who was taken out by the CIA in September 2011. During recent confirmation hearings, the president's pick to lead the agency was pressed for answers.
Do you believe that the president should provide an individual American with the opportunity to surrender before killing them?
Senator, I haven't spoken about any specific operation that involved the killing.
I'm talking about the concept,
right?
Because you talked about the concept.
Right.
In a series of supplemental questions, Brennan said, quote, "This administration has not carried out drone strikes inside the United States and has no intention of doing so. But there is every intention to expand the use of so-called mini drones. Used mostly by local police and first responders, the FAA has granted 327 licenses, and it projects as many as 10,000 licensed systems by 2017.
It's really just an extra tool in the toolkit for these first responders to use, and it's more affordable than a lot of the manned assets that are out there.
Advocates like Gretchen West say most drones licensed through the FAA will look like this.
If we're talking about something that's very small, this could fit in the trunk of a police car.
They cannot be armed. They cost between $10,000 and $50,000 with flight times of an hour or less.
And they would use them for specific missions such as finding a lost person, or for monitoring traffic, or for potentially for crowd control.
They become a tool for generalized mass surveillance by the government.
But critics like the ACLU's Jay Stanley warned of a potential tsunami of drones, a kind of digital Wild West where the law is easily outpaced by technology.
There is some case law about aerial surveillance, but it's not necessarily encouraging when it comes to protecting privacy. For example, the Supreme Court ruled that the police can look down into your backyard even if you have a high fence with no warrant. You have no Fourth Amendment protection there.
With Congress now requiring the integration of UAVs into the already crowded public airspace, the drone debate hasn't begun to address the conundrum of private users.
What are we seeing also from the hobbyist world? Are they running ahead of us? Are they heading towards a dangerous conflict?
It's a different world in terms of modeling it, and you know how they're going to come together is to be determined.
Given the significant privacy issues, the Department of Homeland Security is now setting up a group to study the impact of government UAVs on civil liberties, civil rights, legal, and other policy issues.